Are we back? I've had to drop my bitrate down to like 600 to stay live. I just want to finish this game! Are we good? Are we back? The place isn't close to being over yet? Are you serious? How much longer have we got? We're still live, motherfucker! Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? Neymar, how you doing? But a recess is really close, the last one? Oh my god. There's only one plausible explanation to transport the body to your accomplice. Miss Lana Sky. Oh no, what's going on here? There's no room for rebuttal of the defense's outright accusations. Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. It just never fucking ends, man. It's just going forever. This is not a photo of the body being stuffed into the trunk to be taken away. This is exactly the opposite. It's a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Chief Gant, please say something! I believe your time's up. Game 2 is much shorter cases overall. Man, we've not only is no relation meant to be happening right now, not only is Stream Death the Clock happening right now, but this case just will not end. Holy shit. We have to get going if we're going to make it in time for the early bird special. Cross-examination isn't finished yet. Our police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. It's not a right to be casually invoked. There's certain risks to be considered. So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away, don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old Goodman, that's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. See, I'm getting all sorts. Jazbo is saying it's going to take over an hour if I rush. Shan is saying less than 40 minutes. Komodo says 30 to 60 minutes. Fuck, man. They're all saying different shit. You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. An hour or so left? Alright, fuck it. I do have the evidence. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay. Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman. How do we prove that? We'll get to the recess and then we'll end. Cause fucking no relation's on and fucking it's a mess. I'm not gonna be able to stay live for an hour. Hey Sagon, what's up? It's not Marshall's fingerprints. Is it the blood at the Is it the blood? Indian Insomniac, what's up, buddy? What is it? You're asking us something aloud. Now go on. You have no proof? Oh. Then why the fuck is it letting me do this? I have no proof yet. Why the fuck does it give me the option and then lock me into selecting something? CLG. In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose. It seems Lady Luck is on my side again today. Fuck me. I warned you out here. This is an affront to our senior op. Objection! Oh. Publishing no relation without a premiere. You can literally just throw it. Okay, sweet. I mean, I'm gonna have to end soon anyway because, like, it's, I'm gonna fucking die soon. There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet heard the honor of hearing her testimony. A lady who knows the truth and another witness. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse testimony. There's still someone else, one more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room. Thank you, LG. I was like stressing out, like I thought, is my being live gonna fuck with the premiere? Is the premiere gonna fuck with my being live? Is the VOD gonna look weird? What the fuck's gonna happen? There's a whole mess. Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today. Bonk, Mr. Wright! Does such a witness exist? Take that! The premiere just doesn't fire. She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 on February 21st. Her task to dispose of the victim's body, in accordance with a certain someone's orders. Prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very well, the court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we'll reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. It does cancel the information on the video. God damn it, that's fine. I'll redo it. I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Lama. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. That's right, your sister will be found guilty of murder. He's straight up, like, threatening her. Oh, you already did it? Oh. Thank you. He's straight up fucking... He just straight up did that. In front of the whole room. Real berserker with the raid. Dude, welcome in, man. Thanks for bringing your people over. We're literally ending in about 35 seconds. But, thanks for bringing your people over, man. God damn. Berserker, 10 months as well.
Welcome back to the Resistance.
Real berserker, god damn. Joe Ramon, Vink Ma. How you doing? Mark, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Can we get some love in chat for Berserker with the raid and the 10 goddamn months of support? Welcome back, man. Thanks for bringing your lovelies over. What were you getting up to today, man? Holy fuck. So, we're still live. Somehow. We're still live somehow. Are we losing frames? stream's been split into 2. And there's 3 chapters in the VOD. That goes from Phoenix Wright to Super Mario RPG, and then Phoenix Wright again. So it goes 5 hours and 2 minutes of Phoenix Wright, 1 minute 49 seconds of Mario, and then 2 minutes of Ace Attorney. And now we're in a new video. Can you play as soon as you're offline? Fuck yeah. I just don't know how we're gonna, I don't know if we're gonna be able to keep going for the last, at maximum rushing, 20 minutes. You know what we'll do? We'll finish it off tomorrow, because that way I know that we're not gonna die. We can do no relation, and we can take our time with it. We'll just really take our time with it. Maybe start up Hollow Knight tomorrow. I hate doing 2 games in a stream, but... Or do we try and push through? Or do we try and push through today and run the risk of the stream dying again? What do we think? The other 2 games thing? Yeah, I actually kind of hate it. I really hate doing 2 games in a stream. It's messy. "20 minutes is a very aggressive estimate. So you've got about an hour. I can't sing tomorrow because my housemate's home. I mean, we're still live. It's 7:15 a.m. and we're still live. There's no reason we couldn't do another hour. It's pushing back No Relation another fucking hour on this channel. Hey, no worries, Berserker. Thanks for the raid, man. Thanks again for 10 months. Appreciate it, dude. LG, is that No Relation ready to play? Because we could just fucking do it. We could just go for it. Go over time for this stuff all the time. I'm just more amazed that we're still live, to be honest. 1 hour is a realistic estimate. Alright. Fuck off, cunts! How about this? How's this for an idea? I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna get myself some coffee. Have a stretch out, have a smoke. If we haven't dropped any frames between now and then, if my stream doesn't die over a break, I'm gonna assume we're gonna be fine for another hour. We go for the hour, we finish this fucking game off, we watch No Relation, we start Hollow Knight tomorrow. Sound good? Sounds good. Yeah, rushing, we'll stop rushing, we'll take the hour. Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, fucking no shit. We take the hour, give it a burl. The show fucking goes on, right? Despite all of the weird issues we're having, we're still live.
Strangers in a dark room laughing at jokes they didn't quite hear. Frosted window panes and cheap champagne, a face appears. And anything could happen in these cathedrals we roll, where shadow people dance and trade their glance and walk home alone. Staring out the window of the Roosevelt Hotel, watching Midtown empty out and a kiss of farewell. They say we come from nothing and to nothing return, and in between is gravity and bridges left to burn.
Well. We're still live. We're still here. We're still here. The stream hasn't ended. There was a lot of fucking confusion and a lot of what the fuck is going on. It was a very weird 20 minutes. But we're here. We're still fucking here. We missed the premiere of No Relation. We switched to Mario and then switched back. We rushed for a good 10 minutes of dialogue, which I understood. I understood what was happening, and I hope you all understood what was happening. I hope you were following along as I was trying to get this done before 7 o'clock. We didn't quite make it that far. But as long as you all followed along, let's get through this last bit of the game and finish this fucking thing off. Shall we? And then we can watch No Relation, get some breakfast. Holy shit. Moogs, baby, how you doing? I can't believe we're still live, I'm not gonna lie to you. Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth, this fucking game's still going. That chief, he's something else, eh, pals? Detective Gumshoe. I'm not a detective anymore. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Don't worry, I've already decided where to work now. At your office. My office? Sure, I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with. Does he mean Maya? Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always has the upper hand? It's not fair, he has the right to refuse to testify. Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said. But Chief, that's not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. Risks? What do you mean by risks? Well, it's simple. If the Chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. He forfeits his right to say anything too? Emma, are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery. She heard everything that's been going on. Emma, sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's almost funny. I feel somehow relieved. Relieved? Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man, and she did it just to protect me. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders? She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Moogs, I'm gonna get you a pair. I think they'd look good. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. You want to blame anyone? Blame society. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into the armor. Well, we'd better get back. It's time for the final act. Emma, why don't you wait here? No! I'm going with you. Rock those all day. Fuck yeah, I could totally see you wearing them. Be a good look, man. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth. Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this. To be continued. Immediately. Oh, good, a save point. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Trial ladder 2. Holy shit. Can I just point out once more that we're still live? We're 32 minutes past stream death o'clock and we're still live. Can I just point that out? I'd just like to point that out. So we're losing frames. There they go. There they go. Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand? Miss Lana Sky, you're the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years. Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. Remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth. You can't handle the truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. Bonk! Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us your relationship with Chief Gant. Here we go. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. Oh my god. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you sure about this testimony? Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. If this is true, then that means Chief Gant had nothing to do with this. For fuck's sake, man. How? How are you not getting... Were you actually expecting the truth? I was expecting some of the truth. Bonk! The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Alright, let's pick this shit apart. Worked alongside Gant for years. Yes, you did. How many years exactly? Ever since I made senior detective. I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years. We're legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases. Must have been good. Damon Gant was a respectable detective. That's why there's no truth to this blackmail theory. Now think about it, this guy. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago, all by myself. Did you do so to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything. That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him.
Lana! So that's why you fabricated evidence 2 years ago?
When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. You say you did this all by yourself? Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? Seems I was the first person to discover the scene. A broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? Lacey Lou, how you doing? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement. How are you, Lacey? You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark? Something like that. If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. This bitch! Oh, just to protect me. Turn your moon around? Fuck.
So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
I don't know, Lacey, but that's got nothing to do with us. So, my hands are as far away from that as possible. Bringing it into my chat is not... Hands up and hands down. Back up, tell me what you're gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? This is no time for Limp Bizkit. There's a life on the line. I broke off the tip to Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, and then moved the body.
And then you moved the body.
But why? Why would you do that? It's always time for Limp Bizkit. Of all people, you should know, Edgeworth. Always had a good head on your shoulders. Spears, I guess. Fair enough. Probably something worth taking up with them, though, for sure. Making people smile is something we're definitely good at here. Well, I mean, it's... I try. I try to do that. I try to do a smiley time on other people's times. Faces. Love that duets. Oh, fuck, I don't know about that, but the duets are always fun. Twitch sings is my addiction. It's like crack. Let me sing some more. I want to sing some more. G'day, Fatality, an uncrated beast. How you doing, Beastie? Good to see you, mate. Why did you plant the knife? Come now, Mr. Wright, even you should be able to figure it out.
Bonk! Very well, let's add this to the witness's testimony.
Want to entail duets? I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in his body would be all the proof we needed. According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's broken knife was the murder weapon. Yes, and leaving it that way might point the blame away from Dark. How's court going? It never fucking ends, Beastie! We're supposed to be finished with this stream 40 minutes ago. We're still fucking going. I felt the most effective way to get him convicted would be to having the tip of his knife found inside the victim's body.
So you buried it inside the victim's stab wound.
I hated Dark for what he did. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer? How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it. Period.
She's lying. She did it so I wouldn't be blamed.
And In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. She's insisting on this shit. Story of my goddamn life, beastie. Story of my goddamn life. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. Well, there's gotta be some fucking truth to it, for God's sake. But why? Oh. I just feel like we're going in circles. I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in the body would be all the proof we needed. My only motivation was to get Drake convicted, and Dark convicted had nothing to do with Emma. You can't handle the truth. I don't even know where to begin with this, dude. Like, I don't even know where the fuck are we supposed to? My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. Do we have anything that can show another motivation? But we already proved with the vase that has Emma's name on it, and the cloth with Emma's handprint on it. It had nothing to do with Emma. Okay, then how about this cloth with her fucking handprint on it that was hidden in a fucking safe? We've got proof that Emma's involved! You cunt bag. Oh my god. Oh my god, I didn't save before I presented that. Okay. Okay. Time to fly through all of this. Oh my god. I didn't save before any of that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on, come on, come on, bonk! Okay. You forgot to save! Bonk, 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 bonk. Save. 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 Okay. Now. I have to press her on all this stuff. How many years?
Fuck off, cunts! Hold it!
Yeah.
Hold it!
Fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by yourself. Rearrange the crime scene.
If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it!
I love that sound effect. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. Man. Pal Jones, how are you, man?
Hold it!
Why is everyone stabbing me in the back?
Because it's easy. It does a lot of damage. Why did you move the body? The body was found by your desk. Flamingo!
Welcome back to the Resistance.
Pink fucking flamingo, 8 months, tier 3, motherfucker! Mate. Pink fucking flamingo. You glorious cunt. Thank you so goddamn much, man. 8 months, tier 3. Jesus Christ. All the love in chat, please. Flamingo. Tyler, baby. Fucking love you, man. Thank you so goddamn much. How you doing, man? The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. Just been a bit silent. Gotcha, Pal Jones. All good, man. I'm lost, to be honest. Apparently the jar shattered at the same time the crime was committed, but I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
God damn, those are some big old titties.
My only motivation was to get another good one. Okay. Okay. Man. This all by yourself. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more, bitch. Bonk. Where's the bit where I get an option? I broke off the tip of the knife and played. Okay. This one. So we already asked about why she moved the body. Why'd you plant the knife? Okay. It had nothing to do with Emma, but we have proof that it had to do with Emma. We have proof! We proved it yesterday! Oh my god. It's the coin wallet. It's the fucking coin wallet. Again. Replacing added testimony depending on which option you pick. Yes, Nick. What's going on, mate? How are you? We have proof that Emma's connected. Objection. Miss Guy, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene when Neil Marshall was murdered?
Fins definitely don't exist. Except for Finn Wolfhard. He's the only one.
And here we go.
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I'm compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." That's right.
Do you have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. This is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. How you like that? Order! Bonk! Order! Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here. It seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed. Just tell us exactly what you saw, and we'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Bonk! Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony.
Bitch. Tell us more about the jar message in blood, you fucking cunt. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
I mean, you were the one who wiped away the message in blood.
I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time.
She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. Bonk! Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
We're getting closer. Getting warmer. So the jar was already broken. It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier.
It certainly looks as feeble as the defense's case.
Trey, my man, bringing in Jacko, Golden Flower. What's going on? Welcome the fuck in. We're still live. We're still live. Remember the final broadcast was 8.5 hours? It just kept going longer and longer. Yeah, fucking oath, man. Ooh.
Welcome back to the Resistance.
Not only coming in with the raid, with a cheeky Golden Flower and a cheeky Jacko, but coming in with a 12-month, 1 year goddamn banger. Bit of love in chat to welcome in the Raiders and to celebrate a cheeky 12 months as well. Atreyu, a whole goddamn year of support. Been around longer than that. Thank you so goddamn much, you beautiful bald bastard. Thank you so fucking much. Good goddamn. Good goddamn. You're bloody beautiful. You're bloody beautiful. Thank you, man. Make sure you guys go and check out Atreyu, by the way. He's another great caster. Never live this late. I know! I'm on an hour past stream death o'clock. It's fucking crazy. Oh. Is this the day 4 trial, Borden? The 4-day trial? Yes, I think. We're at the end of it's the DLC case for the first game. What were you doing tonight, Atreyu? What are you getting up to? Biggie Bags, how you doing? Golden Flower, thanks for joining us. Jacko, good to see you. How's the game going? I'm fucking ready for it to be over, let me tell you. This case is never ending. Like Jetson was just saying, it took him 8.5 hours stream just to get through it. Alright, for now, yeah, don't spoil it for yourself, Borden. Don't spoil it, there's a lot to this. Yeah, normally I would have had to finish an hour ago, but somehow my internet's holding up enough for me I had to lower my bitrate a lot to stay live, and I missed a premiere of a new video today, but we're still going. We're still going strong. I want some fucking breakfast. I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust. Oh. We're starting Hollow Knight tomorrow, so that'll be good. Lana, you do that for me? Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was. If someone helped you upon the scene, you'd lose your chance to erase evidence. You must have been in a hurry. I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came. Also, did anyone tell us what Atreyu was playing tonight? What were you streaming? What were you getting up to? Oh, that's alright, Lucy. It's good to still have you here. Jacko with the goddamn host as well. Smooches to you, mate. Right to the blood. Subnautica! Damn! How were you finding it? I loved Subnautica. Fucking loved Subnautica. That was amazing. I'm afraid this action of yours really reveals what happened. What do you mean? If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood. What else could I have done in that situation? In deep, scary places is scary. Is scary. Happy scraps, you beautiful cunt. Thank you for the hosts. Good to see you, baby. I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. But how could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office. Oh, we're having a night, Scraps. We're having a fucking night. A detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me.
Even I carry a bottle of emergency luminol wherever I go.
I never miss anything. I got every last piece. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. Why, though? But why, though? But why, though? But why, though? Why would you do that? So you illegally rearranged the crime scene. Yes, I don't have any excuse for my actions.
I'm so sorry, Lana. I didn't know. I treated you so badly all this time. No doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office.
Yeah. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around. Is there? I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but you said it was dark. I thought it was too dark to see. It was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. I wiped away the blood. I'm confused again. I'm confused again. I'm confused again. Wiping them clean before they were discovered. But why did you wipe it clean? I don't understand. I don't understand. Hey, Prism, what's going on, mate? I wiped away the blood. Yeah, but not all of it. So I'm sure I got them all. But you didn't, though.
Objection!
But you didn't, though. Miss Guy, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you are unaware of. We found the final piece of the jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the Chief's safe? But how? There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it.
But the witness just said she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off them.
Which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece?
I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures.
Have you forgotten, Your Honor, when this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
I hope you not imply this person was Chief Gant at the time he was looking for Doc downstairs.
The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that?
No. No, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Wait, I'm not the one on trial here.
Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar. and purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question, what is this action called? Fabrication of evidence.
But why would Chief Cat do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards? I forgot already.
Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma. And therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became Chief's puppet.
Don't bite. Oh, what are you doing?
I did it on my own.
Please, sis, stop trying to protect the Chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake.
It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. You're my client, you bitch.
I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth.
Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of... Are we in the middle of anything right now?
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Lana may be right after all. What do you mean, right?
So do you tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright?
Miss Skye, please testify once more. If evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
But I do remember knocking over Miss Marshall.
Miss Skye, if you will.
I can't.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Bonk!
Okay. Here we fucking go again. Oh. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on the suit of armor's sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gann help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it was all really a fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
Unbelievable! The body was impaled on the armor sword.
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning. It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed. You didn't... I didn't...
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you. Bonk! Very well, Mr. Wright, please present this picture.
What did she give me? Shake it out. Bitch! Hey, there's a picture here.
Oh my. This is the actual crime scene.
No other detective saw the crime scene like this because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I'd rearranged everything.
Mr. Wright! That piece cut out from the vest, could that be?
The cloth. Oh.
This is a handprint, isn't it? A cloth that had fingerprints on it. Whoever's fingerprints those must be are the real murderer. They're yours, Emma. Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright?
Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination, shall we? So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer. Bloody brilliant.
The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Holy shit.
Okay, when I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that... Come now, Archie. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. Chief Gant!
Hi.
What now?
I'm a recovering crackhead.
Now you want me to be the bad guy too? It's because I'm Russian? If so, I'd like to put a word or two in my defense. I'm afraid it's too late for that. You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your neck. Ah, so what? You think I'm worried? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
That's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence?
No, I don't, but someone does.
Someone!
So, what's your excuse, Wright? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You have something to show us. Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt. Yes. Yes? Listen, how you doing, baby? The logical step is for me to show the evidence. I'm gonna do it.
Those prints have got to be the Chief's.
Then they're not.
Now then, let's see this conclusive evidence.
Listen, when are you streaming today?
It's a piece of leather cloth.
Most likely it was cut from the victim's vest near his chest. There's a big handprint on it. Surely it must have been left on the cloth by whoever shoved the victim onto the sword. This is exactly what he wants, but it seems too obvious. I'm sure Wright always checked, haven't you?
Well, whose are they?
They're Miss Skies. Miss Emma Skies. I told you it was conclusive. This was found in your safe. That means it's possible you forged it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any cloth in my safe. Do you really expect me to, believe this? Had a little off-project to do with? Gotcha. Give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over. You shouldn't have presented that. Okay. We didn't. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. What? You lie!
Chief Gant.
You opened my safe. I knew you took what was inside, the conclusive evidence. No idea what you're talking about.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it. What are you talking about, Chief Gant? Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest. Notice anything odd about the chest area.
It looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
That means you, the Chief of Police, have been concealing evidence.
This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. I did not think of this. I didn't think you had the goal. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
You mean you admit to it?
I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana. I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, then when she saw the scene, she would ask for my aid. So you assisted Miss Sky. I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant a knife tip into the victim's body and move the body across the room. Now I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. 2 pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe? For insurance, of course. Insurance. I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed.
You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence?
What do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go rubbing it off.
Objection!
But if you fabricated all the evidence... What's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar, too? Ho 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 ho! Some people just don't know when to quit. That's why I kept one more item for insurance. You mean the piece of cloth?
What are you waiting for?
You are hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe. Fatality thanks to the host. I didn't want to have to do that being chief and all, but it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
You said you didn't have any evidence, and now you do.
Moment of truth has finally arrived. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now.
Bonk! All right, let's see this conclusive evidence.
Take that!
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes, at least you finally brought it out into the open.
There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. The handprint on the leather must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly. It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence. Ho 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 ho! Nightlight, fucking night as well, coming in with a cheeky goddamn raid. Nightlight, night, 3 Monkeys machine, half a rebel. Holy sweet Jesus Christ. Hello, NLK, how you doing? Good to see you. Guys, another fantastic broadcaster. Another goddamn raid from another beautiful human being on Twitch. Bit of love in chat to welcome in NLK and the Raiders. No, I know. How the fuck are you? Good to see you. Thanks for the raid. What were you doing tonight? Sekiro. You got balls. I am still not picked that up for a while. I played it and I got stuck and I haven't picked it up since. How was your stream? Whoa. Burp. Good morning. How was your streaming, okay? What? I wasn't expecting that burp to come out of my mouth hole. Playing Sekiro. Super frustrating but fun at the same time. Yeah, fucking oath. Fucking oath it is. It backs you up into a corner that you gotta fight your way out of, and then you finally back your way out of it, and you feel good, but goddamn, it's rough. Tried Sekiro, it's hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck, but it's very satisfying. Very fucking satisfying. I love it. I just am a bit stuck at the moment. Well, fuck you, NLK. Thanks for bringing your people over, and listen with the shout out. Perfect, because NLK is a great caster. definitely worth going and checking out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for bringing everyone over. Appreciate it a lot. Think about it. Wright had all this time to present evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be? You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that. After dying 1,000 times and you finally beat the mini-boss, oh, it's just like, I did it. I did it. I killed him. I got him.
Mr. Wright, do you really know? Bonk! Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they?
Well, I'll tell you. Everything's proceeding as predicted.
Take that!
Emma Sky! What, they're mine?
I'm sorry, Emma.
But why? Why didn't you tell me? Bonk, bonk, bonk!
Oh, ho, 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 ho. You're really something, right, though. You knew this girl did it all along, and you still tried to pin the murder on me.
So it's true, tragic but true. This girl really did show prosecution Martin to his death.
That's not what this case is about, though.
How could you, you monster? Miss Sky, you knew whose fingerprints they were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't.
Miss Sky, it's not over yet. What? I said this trial isn't over yet. But I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. That wasn't evidence for this trial, Gant. That was evidence to SL6. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? You're not going to tell us how it feels? Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up. Oh, and what is that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall?
What?
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you may ask?
It was Emma Sky, wasn't it?
I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction. What? A contradiction? What is this full babbling about? I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves, say... One that proves... the real killer is.
Bonk, bonk, bonk! Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth, what could it possibly contradict?
Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth.
I don't know.
Slipped and fell on a waxy floor? Can I hint? Nope. not talking about this case? Is that what this is?
Take that!
No. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth is... Oh, come the fuck on. Are you serious? Are we seriously losing frames right now? Oh, come on. Come on! Come on! Are you for serious? Are we still live though? Like, are frames getting through? I dropped my bit rate down to 300. We're live, yes? I don't know how much you can see. Just choppy? Fuck it, we'll deal with choppy. We'll deal with choppy. Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't know how much longer we're gonna last. What's the piece of evidence? I don't know. What contradicts the cloth? Somebody tell me before it dies. Elegy, thank you for the host. We're dying in the ass. Yes, just tell me the fucking answer, you cunts. I will ban all of you. Fucking anima, give me the fucking shit. No, I don't want questions, not is it, I want it is. The picture she gave me? Okay. Where is that?
Take that!
Well, what exactly is this supposed to be? That is the picture Miss Guy took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out?
Yes, his shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured, blood poured out of his mouth.
Oh, but that piece of cloth. There's no blood on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's no blood.
Grr! Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time. Oh, this is nonsense. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. And if so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor's sword? Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue and make Lana believe her sister did it. Remember what you admitted only a few moments ago, that you personally cut this bloodless piece of the victim's vest? Ironic, isn't it? For the very act of creating insurance, you prove that you were the murderer. Oh! It's finally over. Holy shit. Hey. That was close, Wright. You almost had me. Are you fucking
kidding me?
I'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations.
What do you mean you refute them?
That piece of cloth is illegal evidence.
Bonk! Oh no, what nonsense is this?
Milano, thank you for the host, baby. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict the suspect. Remember, Archie? Earlier, old Wright over here concealed that piece of cloth.
Yes. We saw it. We were there. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence.
That piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
That's not fair.
Did you actually think you could best me in court? Komodo, thank you for the host. It looks like the last laugh is on you.
Bonk! I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth.
True, legal evidence cannot be used to convict a person, assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Mr. Wright!
The evidence ain't fucking illegal, mate. Last. Time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived.
Do you admit to it that you purposefully...
Yes, I did. No. It wasn't illegal, because it wasn't relating to this case. I know, the frames are dying in the ass, but we're still live. We're fucking making it. We're gonna make it. It wasn't illegal. I admit I refused to present it at one point.
Objection!
But it wasn't illegal. It's not that I didn't present evidence then, it's that I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence. Don't listen to his lies! He's nothing but a coward you can't really believe. I know, it's bad. We're getting through it, though. There's only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well, let us settle this once and for all.
Was not in violation of the law, then do so now.
Take that!
Read a book. This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this? I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. You see, it's written right here in the book, the second rule of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Now, I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department. Rule 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And here is the crux of the matter. You see, at the time, it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident. What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Take one look at this picture. Sorry, but can you recall, when was that picture presented?
That was shown only a few moments ago.
He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence... I know, fatality, it's frozen. As long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. It was you, Damon Gant. We're getting through it. We're pushing through. Can you hear me? As long as you can hear me, that's all you need. You yourself confessed to a certain truth. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut this out of the victim's chest. Yes, I did. Oh! It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth. The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer, and there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant. The killer was you! Oh! And so he died. I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on howling me. Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty. He wanted to reinvestigate the case. You recruited Angel Starr and then convinced Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Yeah, that's right. If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you gotta help me. Goodman turned him down as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit. He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room, then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There's just too many questions left unanswered. He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said, "It's not too late. I'm gonna hand this over to Marshall." Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it, that accursed knife. I couldn't just pull it out. Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it damn near impossible to hide your crime. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worried so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker. I used to be known as the crime computer, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was nervous. I had no business doing any of it. Then you put the body in my car. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. Leaving the prosecution's car aside, how could you get Miss Skye involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out. So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. I felt bad for having to do it. I didn't have time to pick and choose what to take. So, you left the jar fragments in the glove. Listen, thank you for the host, baby. Looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them, they did their jobs well, much to my dismay. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court? Me? You despise criminals, I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. And believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it all alone. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Oji. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend.
I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were a fine investigator and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person.
Those days are gone now, Oji. Thank you for the memories, even though they weren't so great. You'll be fine. Now you have Wright here and Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. Those melodious sounds of a new beginning. Holy shit, we did it. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes, first, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the very beginning. You see, Miss Skye, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When the trial is over, I'll tell everything. All I've done in the last 2 years, from the time I had Gant up until now. Bonk! So, it seems all the questions raised in the trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Skye, I couldn't get you all out of trouble. My. What high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why your thoughts are highly of you. Who knows, a few years from now, may expect to the top. Smile. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. Miss Skye, and I owe you to you, Mr. Sue, Mr. Israth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these last few days. Believe me, as I know as much as an ordeal has been for you. It was nothing. I was worried about the pressure might break you, and yet you rose above it all and regarded Mr. Wright's victory. You've done very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop it! I only did my job. Bonk!
In light of this case, it seems as good as you're innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still can't use the accomplice. The trial be scheduled for these crimes at a later date. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Is there something amusing about all this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor, a long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Are we good?
Well, this trial has gone on far too long already, Brian. This court finds this defendant, Miss Lotta Sky, not guilty.
Through the fire and the frames.
Bonk. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Through the fire and the frames. Through a premiere, through frame drops, through almost 2 hours past stream death o'clock. We did it. It's done. It's finally over. Emma, why the long face? I'm sorry I didn't insist it didn't get completely off the hook. Oh my god, if there was an objection there, I would have shot someone. At least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit.
Oh, that's not it. Just now after the trial ended.
I can see why Mia Faith thought so highly of you. I owe you my life. Thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have these last few days. You've done well.
You know, I do all this too, but Lana didn't say a single word to me.
I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Come back, Gumshoe. Come back, Gumshoe. Come on. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making the ticket. Hey, Lana, I'm only kidding.
Yeah, because my sister again?
Nope, not this time. I came late because of you, pal.
Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. It's a sister. She's not a killer.
Lana.
Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you won't. Discussing old bag speed talking in no relation to her? Yeah.
It's okay, sis, don't worry about it.
That day, 2 years ago. Oh my god, can we just wrap this up? Can we just wrap this up? It was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to get myself screaming. All I could do was blah, 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 blah. Touching moment. It's very touching. Sis! I asked Kate to cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. Oh, hey, frames are stable. I changed after that day. Thank you all for still being here. We're almost done. Pretty much I was hurting you by distancing myself, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew.
But sis, you're only doing it for me.
No. I turned my back on you that day and hiding what I believed to be the truth. I was deceiving you.
Sis.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it, Emma. I'm so sorry.
But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now.
You're happy?
Of course.
You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back, and now you have. Oh, Emma. Emma. Oh. It's over. It's fucking over. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the right way back to the rightful path. And it is from there that we can move on toward a brighter future. Oh my god, at least that's what I felt watching the two sisters make up. Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe, me. Thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Stop hiding and come over here. Where was he hiding? I just came to say congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right. Well, I'll be going. Bye. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today I can't correct my mistakes.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Not only that, but I didn't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right. We saw it. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them, but in order to fight crime, I need to be a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for some time now. But Edgeworth, who knows? Given enough time, I might try to pull something like the Chief Gant. And that thought terrifies me. Jesus. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor. Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma, were both the best of the best when at fighting crime, but they both made the same mistake. In order to fight crime, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back on today's trial. You weren't alone. You were working together with Mr. Wright, and because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, yeah.
Come on, Mr. Wright, show him what Lana's talking about.
Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own. Oh, the evidence list.
That's the picture I drew.
Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list and I had the other. And apart, we couldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture. Oh, that's sweet. That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth. It's time for me to go.
Mr. Edgeworth.
If you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. Edgeworth, what do you do now? Whatever you do, just remember, you can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you. I know. It seems I owe my thanks to you, too, right? But what I face now is my problem. Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell.
I better get going too. Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon.
We both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here's a little something for you.
Scientific investigation.
It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well.
Thanks, sis, I will. Bye.
And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal. What's up, detective? There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
But I thought you said it was okay.
Well, it might be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side.
Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright here is the one who'll be footing the bill. What, you think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding. Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
I suddenly feel like I want to scream. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys, let's go.
Objection! Oh. We did it. We did it. It's done. It's over.
Fuck off, cunts!
It's done. It's over. There's still dialogue. You can read that at your leisure if you can read it. Oh, I should read it, shouldn't I? Holy fuck. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us today for this absolute mess of a stream. Thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. We made it 2 hours past stream death o'clock. What a game. What a fucking game. I loved it. I loved it. Despite how long and fucking drawn out this DLC case was, I loved it. I thought it was absolutely fucking phenomenal. And we're going to be doing Ace Attorney 2. I'm going to put a vote up.
My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show him though.
Second game is much better.
Yes, sir, then I can be just like this gumshoe.
I'm gonna put a poll up, a straw poll. I'll put it in Discord. I'll put it on Twitter. You guys can find it, and it'll decide whether or not we go straight into Ace Attorney 2 or start Hollow Knight. I'm gonna leave that in your hands. I'm happy to do either. I'm just glad this DLC case is over. My God. Oh, thank fuck, it's dead. It's dead. But my friends, thank you so goddamn much for supporting the show, for sticking with me today through, sticking with me through all of Ace Attorney, through today's stream alone, which has been an absolute mess. Frame drops, a dropout, well, I had to drop my bitrate down to... I can't imagine what the stream looks like right now because of how low I had to drop my bitrate. I mean, I'm at like 300 bitrate, which is the lowest it's been in 2 years. So I know it looks terrible, but we made it through. We made it through the premiere. Fuck, we didn't do the premiere. We're going to do the premiere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to host somebody up. We can go and say, hey, give me 5 minutes. I'll start the premiere up. And you can come back and watch No Relation if you want to do that. Either way... We fucking did it. I don't care about the resolution to this story. I really don't care. I'm so ready to be in bed. I'm gonna get some breakfast. But thank you everybody so goddamn much. Thank you everybody so goddamn much for today, for sticking through this absolute dumpster fire. Thank you for supporting the channel and supporting this community, supporting our content. Oh my god, the judge is now saying shit? The judge forgot my name is the joke that's happening right now.
Anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I'd better be... Oh no, I forgot my gavel! Bonk, 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 bonk.
Thank you so much, Judge. Thank you so much, Your Honor.